Leo, hi, I hope you're okay. I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because who's just popped up in the corner there. Oh gosh, here we go. She's a Taurus, but hey, she wants to be in on the Leo reading. Maybe she's got some Leo in her chart. I'm going to pull you some cards, my loves. I'm going to have a look at past energies, current energies, and where those energies might be taking you based on the knowledge everyone has free will, you and other people, okay? We don't do super predictive tarot here. But we will certainly look at where the energies are taking you. 3 cards on each line from a deck of my choosing. We'll have a bit of a talk about the surface energies, and then I'll go in with several other decks, clarify, poke, ask questions, try and get more detail, try and get more depth for you, have a real good look at what's going on for you. So the readings tend to take about an hour, so make yourself a cup of tea. We're here for the long haul. Prepare yourselves. It's a general reading. I'm not pulling on any particular area of life, okay? What comes up in the energies is what comes up. I don't know what topics we will be dealing with. To a certain extent, it is for you to take the energies that I speak of and apply them to your life as you see fit. Apply them to whatever situation makes sense for you to apply them to, basically. Specific themes do come through, though. Often it does feel to me like certain energies do apply to certain specific situations, and in which case, when that happens, I will say you'll get the idea. It's all good. The other thing I need to say is that it is a collective reading, okay, Leo? I am pulling on collective Leo energy. It's such a trip. You should try it sometime. It does mean not every single message is necessarily going to be for you, all right? Use your own intuition. That is what's absolutely the most important thing here. Listen, tune in, listen to your body. When I'm speaking about the energies, just pay attention to what's happening within you, and that's going to tell you so much more than attaching sort of anything hard and fast to what I've got to say, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. I just do like to get all that blurb out the way because I just like to try and be as responsible about this whole thing as I can be. Okay, so yeah, you take it responsibly, I'll hand it out responsibly, everybody's happy. It's all good, apart from there's a cat on my table. I know you're beautiful and I do love you. It's just you're in my way. Let's get you some cards. I don't know about Thelema. Do I want Thelema? Possibly. Yeah, they don't need to see your bum though, is it? Do you have no shame? Are you going to get down? That's it. Well done. Good girl. Oh, that'll make my life easier. Until she changes her mind and she's back again. Alright, let's get you some past energy. Normally 3 cards for each line, but there's cat hair everywhere now. But I work with jumpers, so sometimes we get a few more cards. I kind of get what I'm given. Right. Let's get some cards for Leo. Past energy for Leo, please. Past energy for Leo. Past energy for Leo, please. A Tower, a Magician, a 7 of Wands. Whew. Okay, Leo, some sort of radical change in your past energy. Something kind of happened very quickly in your past energy. It could well have felt very uncomfortable to you, whatever this Tower represents for you. Tower moments often do feel quite uncomfortable. They happen for our long-term good. Sorry, I've got cat hair. Thanks to the cat. Oh, gosh. Sorry. This is what she does. Tower moments can often feel uncomfortable. There's a weird sense of you kind of building something out of the rubble here. Because that's what happens with the Tower. A lot of stuff falls away. And you're sort of left with rubble, i.e. core Leo. Who am I at my core? I'm feeling it could be a job loss for some of you, but that's quite specific, so take it as it resonates. But it's almost a feeling of being left with nothing. And then I feel you building back up again from nothing with this Magician. 7 of Wands is interesting though. Oops. There's a certain defensiveness attached to this Seven of Wands card in your past energy here. It feels like pride. I've never had that off a Seven of Wands before. Oddly enough, I'm just being drawn to the Lion right at the top of this card here. And I don't know if it feels like pride, but I'm also feeling that Spirit wants you to consider how close pride and self-respect can be. And what is this? What is this energy of the past that's showing up? I think it's leaning towards pride, but I don't know. In the same way that I feel you're not sure about pride versus self-respect here in this energy, neither am I. We will find out when we clarify and get under these surface energies. Whether pride or self-respect, though, where does it come from? Trust. Something about trust here. The only person you trust to rebuild this tower is yourself. Letting anybody else in on this project of rebuilding this tower, it doesn't seem like it feels right to you somehow. And I'm not judging that, by the way, as right or wrong. It is what it is. Seven of Wands, sure, sometimes it can be a sort of defensiveness where actually if you did let people in they'd be helpful, but it's your call, Leo. These energies are being thrown up for you to think about, but I'm not going to call it either way. That's for you. Maybe I'll pass comment when I get underneath it. I don't know. We'll see what we see. If I had to call it, I would say it feels... It's definitely sometimes it's the right thing to do for that project to be an independent project. For sure that can definitely be the correct course of action. It's definitely possible. That's definitely a thing. I would say that's definitely a thing. But your individual circumstances are your individual circumstances. I wonder what brought that tower crashing down. We'll see. Current energy for Leo, please. Current energy for Leo. The Wheel. You're hoping time will heal. I don't know if it's right under that tower. There's a sense of wounding about this tower collapsing. And you're hoping time will heal it in your current energy. A reverse Page of Swords. That can be an energy of spying, actually. You're someone else, I don't know. See, there's a sort of curiosity tied into this Page of Swords card. There is. But I'm not quite sure how this curiosity is exactly being directed. I really think Spirit wants you to think about where your curiosity is being directed. That energy of curiosity. It's a useful energy to have around, I think, but I don't know. When I look at the overall energy of the reading, which I take from this centre card and the bottom of the deck, you might have more to say about that. I don't know. One more card for the current energy for Leo then, please. Oh, you get two. A reverse Ace of Pentacles, I believe Aries just had that, and a Four of Cups. Oh, what? Four of Cups, wanted to pop out as an extra, didn't it? That'll be an interesting one to get under. I feel these two energies are related. It's strongly coming through as maybe a missed opportunity. A combination of those cards. How else can I read it? It's hitting me in the face. Or moreover, contemplation of whether something was a missed opportunity, whether an opportunity has been missed. So yes, that in that sense, this curiosity makes sense. I feel like you're examining that on quite an intellectual level, but there's something up with this energy. There's something up with this energy that I'm not getting to the bottom of, and I'm probably not going to until I clarify or look at the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's not yours. I don't know. There's something just a bit weird about it. And by the way, when I describe energies as weird, because I do that a lot, and I keep meaning to tell people that I'm not saying like it's icky or there's something wrong with it. Weird. It's just that I can't quite put my finger on it. That's the point I'm trying to get across. Right. Let's look at your future energy. Where are these energies taking Leo? Where are these energies taking Leo? Where are they? Oh, that's nice. We've got 3 cards. A reverse King of Wands. Not a fan. A reverse 7 of Cups. And a reversed Empress. Okay, well, as things stand, I'm not seeing much resolution to your current dilemma, I suppose. This dilemma that seems to be present of like, did I miss an opportunity here? This wheel, this time passing, it just gives me the feeling that you're kind of just hoping this matter's just going to resolve with time through you doing nothing. What I would say is, I don't think that's going to produce a resolution for you. I have to say it as I see it. The way... It's so hard to describe my process and what goes on with me. The way this is flowing, I see this hope that it's all just going to come out in the wash. I don't know. It's all just going to be resolved via time, trudging on. That doesn't, to me, look like it is going to lead to any sort of resolution, to be honest. And maybe it is not resolvable, and maybe time can help you accept that it's not resolvable. Maybe that. But if you want some sort of active resolution to something, what's coming through to me is that you kind of need to take some sort of action if that's what you want. That's the way I feel about the energies that are hitting me. So let me just keep shuffling so I've got a bottom of the deck card for you, so we can look at the overall energy of the read before we start digging. Oh my god, my neighbours are just shouting so bad at their kids, or his kids. Yeah, it's just not nice. Right. Oh, a reverse Page of Wands. Oh my goodness, what's that all about? 2 reverse pages. And a moon. See, if these were upright, these would be about taking a little bit of communication, a little bit of action. You know, the pages can be messengers. So that can be your energy or somebody else's energy. As things stand, it's your reading. I'm going to read it as your energy. They're in reverse. I just feel that you're adamant that the best thing to do is to do nothing, and it's all time. You may be right or wrong. It may not be the right time to do something, but continuing to do nothing results in continued confusion, as far as I can see from what I'm seeing. there's curiosity present in both of these page cards. So this is the overall energy of your read for me, is one of a strange type of curiosity that I can't quite put my finger on. The moon's underneath. I don't know if you're denying it. You're denying this sense of curiosity. That sort of would make sense with what I'm feeling. Talking yourself out of it, trying to redirect it elsewhere, and maybe trying to redirect it very intellectually, actually, and really concentrate on intellectual learning. Hang on. I'm back. Sorry, it's just really noisy. Curiosity, I was talking about, wasn't I? Potential denial of curiosity, redirection of curiosity. I don't know. When I clarify, hopefully I'll be able to make more sense for that for you, my loves. Oh, right. Let's look at this past for you. What caused this tower to come crumbling down? Don't know, but there's that reverse Ace of Pentacles again. And a Knight of Swords. Someone made a very quick exit. It felt quite a sudden exit away from a reverse Ace of Pentacles. How... I mean, an Ace of Pentacles is a solid opportunity. It's the beginning of something that could grow into the Ten of Pentacles. It's in reverse. It was obviously never realised. I can see that from your current line, but why it just feels very sudden the way it... I mean, we've seen it. I said the tower was sudden anyway, and then we see it in the Knight of Swords. Tell me more. Tell me more about the nature of this sudden crumbling, this sudden ending. An Eight of Cups. Someone felt they couldn't emotionally invest. The Wheel of Fortune. Again, above the other Wheel of Fortune. They felt that they'd give it enough time. Someone felt they'd given things enough time. Reverse Three of Pentacles. A sort of lack of teamwork. Could be a job, like I already said. Some of you could have left a job behind, possibly some sort of collaboration, some sort of friendship. There was a need to emotionally detach on someone's part. Someone didn't feel this situation was worth the emotional investment. Sorry, I keep pausing. My son's being incredibly noisy. Does he want to be on tape? I don't know. This Wheel of Fortune, I'm going to further clarify that for you. Yes, there is the sense that somebody feels they gave things a certain amount of time to improve. There was no improvement, so the tower had to come crumbling down. Someone feels that they kind of waited long enough. What were they waiting for then? Someone wanted something, they didn't get it, and therefore they were not able to emotionally invest anymore. A Seven of Cups reversed, a Fool reversed. God, I'm hot. Oh, now the cats are scratching at the door. I just love this reading. It's everything I've always wanted and more. Sorry, I just had to let the cat in. Dreamy. Oh, what? The dreaminess, the recklessness. Someone wanted this crazy, dreamy recklessness. That's what someone felt was missing. That's straight up what these cards are telling me. Seven of Cups in reverse, Fool in reverse. That infatuation. Someone wanted that. They didn't feel it was there. They were waiting for it to come back. This is like love as a drug. That's what this is. They wanted that high. Someone couldn't emotionally invest in something anymore because they weren't getting that high. Okay, if you want to try... What? So what did they walk away from then? Was it a person, a thing, a job? I don't know. Whatever it was that represented getting that high, that dreaminess, that, you know, that feeling when you're in love. That in love feeling, I suppose. That serotonin, that oxytocin, that dopamine, all those yummy chemicals. Something that used to do that for them wasn't doing it anymore, and they've walked away. You've walked away. I don't bloody know. It could be many things. So now they're trying to rebuild. Tell me more about this magician. Tell me more about this magician. Two of Wands. So the desire to rebuild is there in the past, but how? Don't know. This past energy, there is very much a focus on the visualization of what you would wanting to bring into being, Leo. Not the action taking, but the visualization in this past energy, at least. Cat, come on, darling. I've had enough interruptions on this reading. Plus I'm now absolutely boiling, which isn't helping. Six of Cups. This is, yeah. That's, yeah. Someone is... Six of Cups is that deep soul connection, right? At the beginning of the Six of Cups is this, sure, what we spoke about, right? This fucking love drug. Yeah. Just let me get one more card before I open my big gob. Another card of choosing. This manifestation energy is not top notch, I've got to say. It's confused. This is not the first time I've had this for you, Leo, is it? I don't like to see this Two of Pentacles attached to this magician in this way, especially with another Two of Wands. Where is this manifestation energy going, Leo? I've had this with you so many times. It's driving me crazy. So I'm sorry if you're here and you've like watched your last 5 readings and you're like, this is the same old shit. I'm sorry. I don't know. I can only say what I see in the energies. At least it's in your past, right? So we might see how it's moved on. This manifestation does not feel very forward focused to me. That's the best way I can put it. It feels like it is trying to bring back something into existence that is impossible to be brought back into existence. That initial... This this, all these chemicals, this, I feel like that's what someone's trying to manifest, because that's where, when I see the Six of Cups, that nostalgia, that's where this takes me, to that sort of infatuation thing. Like, look, it might not be a relationship. It literally, we could literally be talking about a drug hit. I don't know, Leo. Take it as makes sense for you. It just doesn't feel very forward focused. You see him, he's looking that way. When my cards are laid out, he's looking that way. He's looking to the past. The other thing about the Six of Cups is, of course, it's a very unique bond and it cannot be recreated. Or replicated. It's a very unique energy between you and another person. You know, you can't have that again with another person, for example. And it won't be the same. I'm not saying it'll be bad or not as good. It could be better, but it won't be the same. And I feel that's like what is trying to be recreated here with this manifestation, is what was over there. Some sort of infatuation that was there. But you cannot, the Six of Cups tells me you can't create that with a new situation, nor can you bring the past back, because the past is gone. Do you know what I mean? So there's that. Seven of Wands. Maybe the Seven of Wands here is you kind of knowing that deep down. Like you're defensive to your own ideas of manifestation. It could be that. Tell me more about this Seven of Wands for Leo, please. Tell me more about this Seven of Wands for Leo. A Six of Swords. Right, yes. Oh, that reverse King of Wands. And that reverse Eight of Pentacles. God. So with its Six of Swords, I do see some acceptance that this is behind you. That this is in the past. This dreaminess. This falling in love, you might call it. This infatuation, whatever. I feel like it got a bit stormy anyway as well, which would make sense of the Tower. Obviously, someone chose to walk away. Well, we've seen that anyway with the Eight of Cups. No, I can't emotionally invest in this anymore. It's not correct for me to pour my cups into this anymore. I need to say goodbye to this. You've told that to me twice. And yet here's this reverse Ace of Pentacles again, which down here was attached to a Four of Cups, which does feel like, was it a missed opportunity? If it was a missed opportunity, what was my role in it? I think the Leo I'm looking at is asking with the reversed King of Wands. I think you're aware that you weren't fully yourself in this thing, whatever the hell it was. No, Betty, not now. You're showing as a reversed King of Wands. You weren't fully yourself. Why? I don't know why. Why? Why was Leo not fully themselves? Why was Leo not fully themselves? Oh. Your thoughts very much got in the way. Something about this whole thing caused quite a lot of anxiety, quite a lot of looping thoughts, possibly a lack of sleep, to the point that you just weren't feeling yourself. And therefore, Six of Swords, Eight of Cups, goodbye. And that's the crumbling of the Tower. That's the crumbling of the Tower. walking away from something whereby you couldn't be yourself, even though at some point there was obviously this drug-like effect on you. Can you get down, please? Thank you. Oh, come on now. Yeah. And I sort of feel you craving that again. To the point of there's some sort of manifestation going on that I suspect is quite a subconscious manifestation, but it's I can't see that it's going to bring about any sort of consistent results because it's too focused on the past. So there's that. Well, what an opener, Leo. Thanks. I've really been having fun in your energy lately, I've got to say. Normally it is Libra and Scorpios that I end up feeling like this for, but I don't know what it is about Leos recently. I'm going to look at your current energy now. I hope I've made enough sense of that past energy that, you know, it's prompted you to maybe see things from a new perspective or whatever. I don't know. Let's look at that Wheel of Fortune for you. What's this Wheel of Fortune all about in Leo's current energy, please? A High Priestess. High Priestess. Page of Cups. That's the equivalent. A Daughter of Cups in this deck is the equivalent of a Page of Cups. That's another page out. And a Three of Cups. That's that moon again on the bottom of the deck. We saw the moon underneath the Page of Wands. And of course the High Priestess is out, and the High Priestess and the moon energy are not that far removed from one another. Time. With time, my emotions will flow again more naturally. To be honest, I think you're onto something, Leo. I believe you. I don't know what this future's all about. Then maybe I was mistaken. Because this is looking nice underneath this wheel. This idea of time being a great healer. It's like you instinctively know that to be the case. And I do feel that with time, a kind of emotional flow is once more going to be unlocked within you in a way that I'm not seeing in your past energy, if I'm honest. But in your current energy, maybe it is starting to be unlocked. Maybe enough time has passed. To me, this does look like you putting your love energy towards something or someone new who is not whatever you walked away from here, or maybe they walked away from you. I've got no idea. It's not related to this tower crumbling. Well, I mean, it is, because everything's related, but it's a different situation. You're putting your emotional energy towards a different personal situation than you were here. The looking to the past appears, you appear to have come out of that as far as I can see. I don't know if you're having a laugh with me, Leo, though, because your future line doesn't look convincing, but when I get under it, maybe I'll see something else. This is the thing with these readings, they unfold in strange layers. Maybe when we get underneath this, you are finally putting the idea of possibly having missed an opportunity behind you. Maybe. It's just this feels so very different to your future line, which is confusing me, and I'll get there, don't worry. You just might have to stick around a bit. Maybe watch me on double speed, I don't know. I'm never much in a rush about anything, what can I say? It feels smooth, it feels like a smooth flow of emotional energy currently for you, and it feels instinctively right, and like it's the right time for you to once again put your emotions towards something, and it feels like it's something new, but I don't know, it's a way, we'll see. This Page of Swords then, let's look underneath this reverse Page of Swords, this curiosity that I can't quite get a handle on. Tell me more about this curiosity for Leo. This energy is getting stranger and stranger. So, your Page of Cups has graduated to a Father of Cups. Are you the King of Cups? The King of Cups can often be quite stoic and guarded in his love energy. And certainly alongside these cards, I'm feeling that. Because he's come out with the Eight of Swords. Admittedly, that is my favourite Eight of Swords ever in existence. But it's still the Eight of Swords, which is my least favourite card ever in existence. And the Ten of Wands. In fact, they're my two least favourite minor arcana cards. I think there might be a cat at my window. Give me a second. Sorry, I just had to let the other cat in. This curiosity. This curiosity energy. What's beneath it is... oh, an Ace of Swords. That's it. It's an intellectual curiosity about love. That's what it is. You're applying swords to love. My love. Well, who doesn't, though, to be fair? Although I don't think it's helping you feel great. I think it's blocking this. It's so beautiful over here. And it's when it's a page. But it's like when you try to grow from the page to the king. Oh, hello, Bianca. You don't often show yourself on tape. Maybe you won't. When you grow from the page to the king, i.e., because, you know, the page is quite a small cup of love. I mean, it's beautiful. Oh, my God, especially next to that Three of Cups and with the wheel and the High Priestess. It's just absolutely beautiful, Leo. It really is. It's kind of pure. But I do feel for things to progress and grow, that page does need to grow to a king. Or sometimes I think things... this flow, this... and it is beautiful, this flow that I'm seeing here, whilst it's beautiful, it feels like it needs to mature. It can't just stay like this. Okay? It can't. And then here we see a sort of intellectual curiosity about how to grow it, how to grow that page into a Father of Cups, but then it seems to hit a wall for you in your current energy. Apply this to your life as you see fit. I don't know how this is playing out for you. I get the impression some of you may have quite recently met someone new who you feel quite able to invest towards emotionally to a certain point, and it feels kind of beautiful, but comes up against a bit of a wall somehow. And it's about growing it into a more mature love, a more mature expression of emotion. That's what causes a wall to be hit with this Ten of Wands. And I feel like you're arguing with it. You know, it's a classic head versus heart thing, I guess, would be one way of putting it. And then, because I just think curiosity is so important in life, in everything, in relationships. But then it's like when you hit this wall, that's what's happening to this energy of curiosity. This energy of curiosity that I think can serve you so well. And I just think it's actually a really good foundation to build upon. It's like that curiosity slips away. And I don't know if that's curiosity towards the other energy that you're connecting with, the curiosity towards yourself even, and the curiosity towards the nature of the energy between you. I feel like kind of somehow the curiosity towards all of that is just dropping away. Okay, let's get underneath this Ace of Pentacles and this Four of Cups for you. See what this is all about. But I may just have to pause the tape again and ask my son to be quiet, because he's listening. You'll probably end up hearing him. I don't think he particularly wants to be on my YouTube videos. Hang on. Right, I've asked him to keep the noise down a bit. Tell me more about this reverse Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups for Leo. It's in your current energy still, and to be it goes back to the past, and I thought it went back to the past anyway, and then we've got it connects, as does this. I don't know what's going on there. I'm getting ahead of myself. I don't know, maybe you're, let's see. Oh gosh, cat hair everywhere. A Five of Wands, conflict, inner conflict. Nine of Cups, Four of Swords. I think there's some inner conflict here relating to, I'm so sorry, oh my god, I'm so sorry about the nature of this video. I've stopped it a million times. I've got cat hair all over me. We'll just have to deal with it. Let me show you your cards. I feel like there's just lots of energies inside of you, Leo, butting up against one another. Regarding, did I miss an opportunity here? Did I miss an opportunity here? An opportunity to what? An opportunity to... Nine of Cups. An opportunity to... See, the Nine of Cups... It a little bit takes me back to this energy of infatuation. It's not a Ten of Cups, basically. Ten of Cups is emotional harmony. A beautiful balance of emotions. Can be two people in a loving relationship achieving that harmony. Also can be a whole load of other things. But in this context, we'll talk about it in this sense. The Nine of Cups can be experienced in a romantic partnership, but it's a more individual sense of happiness, bliss, euphoria. That's why it's taking me back to this. And in that sense, sometimes to me, and this is one of those occasions, it feels a little bit selfish. It's not about achieving an emotional balance and emotional harmony with someone. It's more about, you make me happy. And I don't like you make me happy. This is me talking. This is not a tarot. This is me. You come here, you get me. You get tarot, you get me. I just think we're kind of each responsible in life for our own happiness, and of course, through partnerships, through friendships, etc. We can grow a sense of happiness together. But you make me happy is something I don't like. I have difficulty with it. I don't think we should be relying on someone else for happiness. I don't think someone else should be relying on us for happiness. I just don't think that feels good. And this is what that feels like. Have I missed an opportunity in walking away from this? Have I missed an opportunity to make myself happy via this person? So I don't know. It feels a bit naive to me, and a bit, well, a bit Page of Cups, a bit. It's kind of sweet, but it's just a bit. I'm not saying. I don't know if it's you, Leo, or if you would attach this energy to a person, or possibly even both of you. I don't know, Leo, and I'm not saying it's horrible or it makes you an awful person or anything like that. I'm just saying it how I'm reading it. And it. Yeah. It just. Yeah. I don't know. This person could have made me happy. This thing could have made me happy, and that tower, that particular tower, came crumbling down. Should it be healed? The rift that was created, should it be healed? Could it be healed? Would healing it be the right thing to do? Because then I'd have the Nine of Cups again. I'd have a Page of Cups again. I'd have this dreamy love drug again. I don't know. Something like that. That's how it's feeling to me. Having said that, it is an Ace of Pentacles. So I think part of the thought process here, or part of what's under consideration here for whoever's in this energy, is maybe it was more solid than that. Maybe it was more solid than an infatuation that could not be sustained. Maybe it was an Ace of Pentacles that could have grown into a Ten of Pentacles. But the person in this energy who seems to be wondering if they've missed an opportunity, I think the main thing on their mind sort of thing is like, you know, there was moments where this person made me so happy and I want that back. But it was never that other person's job to make you happy. So that's how that's all coming through to me. And I suppose all of that is tied up in that progression from that Page of Cups to that King of Cups, that growth from a naive type of love to a more mature sort of love. And that is something that is showing up as being blocked in some way. And by the way, God, I hope it doesn't sound like I think it's terrible that it's blocked, because Jesus Christ, how many of us know how to do this shit? I'm not going to sit here and pretend I do. I think you learn to do it by finding a place of safety in which to do it. Was this a place of safety in which to do it? It maybe doesn't feel solid enough, in all honesty, to me. The only indication I do have that it might be solid enough is a repeated Ace of Pentacles, but it has come out reversed. So it's definitely not like the full force of that Ace of Pentacles energy definitely doesn't feel present to me. So that's, if you want my kind of opinion. Yeah. But this is very promising here. But then that growth to the King. Maybe I can ask for you. How long? Oh, we've been here ages. I better get on your future line. Maybe it'll come up on your future line. Because, yeah, there's a beautiful flow of emotion. It looks like it's towards... I mean, Three of Cups can literally be a date, a first date, right? And that all feels beautiful, but something about progressing it seems to hit some barriers. Let's see, I think probably this is going to come down like this. I'm sorry about the weird way I try and explain my process. Tell me more about this reversed King of Wands. This is you not being quite yourself again, Leo. That's how I'm feeling it. Tell me more about this reversed King of Wands for Leo, please. A reverse Emperor. Oh, you're joking me. That Wheel of Fortune has come out reversed. See, that's what I mean. I feel that every... Let me get one more card. Tell me more about this King of... If we get a Nine of Cups, Nine of... Oh, the Lovers. Oh, the Ten of Wands again. What the fuck? Seven of Wands on the bottom of the deck. There's great potential. I feel like there's great potential in this, and it did just feel so beautiful. And who or what it relates to, I don't know. You're gonna have to work it out. But that blockage is showing up again. That blockage in growing it into a more mature thing. It's showing up again, and it's attached to you, Leo. I have to be honest. Now, of course, whoever else is playing a role in that dynamic, of course they are, but I'm not currently looking at their role in it. I'm looking at your role in it. And there's some sort of block to it on your end. Overwhelm, possibly a feeling of overwhelm and not quite knowing just what to do with it, because where we had a beautiful flow up here, and initially up here as well, it almost feels a bit like history's repeating itself here, actually. Something similar appears to be happening again. That's what it is, because King of Wands reversed. Something similar to what played out up here, it appears to potentially be happening again. You know, there's some sort of strong bond, some sort of strong connection. But that flow of emotions, it's just gonna rise somehow, and it's to do with you not quite being yourself. It's like you're afraid to show up as yourself, because this King of Wands is reversed. This Emperor is reversed. This is... It just feels with the Emperor in reverse like a certain emotional detachment somehow, from trying to get from the Page to the King. Some sort of emotional detachment happens. So let me ask, how can you be in like this energy but more upright? Would that be a helpful thing to ask? Oh, and how can... No, well, also that how can we turn this more upright and go back... Let's just ask how to turn all of these energies more upright, because I think that would serve you better. That would help you. How can Leo turn these energies upright to get from the Page to the King? Because I feel that's what you want to do. How can Leo turn these energies upright to get from the Page to the King? What a very lengthy question. A reverse King of Swords. That's that emotional detachment I spoke about. A refusal. It's like a refusal to feel the feelings. It's like you can feel the feelings at this stage, and then something to do with time going on and the overwhelm, and then it's just like, no thank you, I don't need to feel those feelings anymore. I'm not sure how helpful that is for you. Tell me anything else about this, please, for Leo. Can you give any more advice for Leo, please? on this. Ten of Swords in reverse. An ending. There's the idea here that a previous ending is holding you back. What? A previous ending of what? Previous ending of what? The Sun in reverse. Again, that's you not being yourself. I don't think I can give you much more, Leo. I'm sorry. 5555 on the clock. Change. Flow. All I can say is that it feels like you're afraid to quite show up as yourself, because that's the only thing that's going to get this flow moving from the page to the father or the king. You have to be comfortable in yourself and in your own emotions. The king is very comfortable with his own emotions, not when he's next to all these other cards he isn't. But to get to him, it's like you have to... You know, I don't think it's just about accessing your own emotions either. I think it's about accessing your own passion. I feel like that feeling of passion sometimes freaks you out. And it becomes blocked. And expression of it becomes difficult in some way. I don't know if there's some sort of ending in your life that's not been fully resolved, and there's something attached to that as well that's stopping you growing this page. Because it feels like a strong connection and like it's got potential. So I don't know. I don't know. I think I've got the best I can get for you. I'm sorry. I don't think I've been very helpful. Which I don't like that. I'm sorry. But we've got a few more cards to clarify. We might get something underneath these. It takes me a while to get the message sometimes, but hey, sometimes it's not always available to me. I can only do my best. Just like you can only do your best, Leo, hey? It's bugging me though. Maybe I've said enough to prompt what needs to be prompted within you. Maybe I've said enough, but I feel like I'm missing something, so it's bugging the hell out of me. See, we're back to this dreamy state. God damn it. Tell me more about the Seven of Cups in the future, please, for Leo. Page of Pentacles. It's not enough, Leo. A Page of Pentacles is at least quite solid, but it's not bad. It's not. It's something. It's something against the Seven of Cups, to be fair. And it's a bit more grounded. So I'm going to take my negativity about that back. But I still... Okay, no. Do you know what? I'll tell you what. Maybe that's it. To go towards the Kings, we have to have each element of the pages showing up. And you've got the Page of Swords, the Page of Cups, the Page of Wands, and now the Page of Pentacles. So actually, there's something in that, you know. There is something in that. It's about balancing this Page of Cups out. This naive, beautiful, you know, it feels like teenage crush, young love. Oh, it is all lovely and beautiful, and I'm not saying it's. I don't think it's impossible to build on that, but yeah, that's the message. Maybe you need to bring in other elements of the page to grow it all forward. You need to grow it all forward all at once, all the different elements. And actually, what you're saying to me in your future lightnings, yeah, Seven of Cups, yeah, it's dreamy, but actually I can ground it. So cool. All right, I'm with you, Leo. You're onto something. Anything else about this dreaminess? Can it grow then? I mean, this thing, 2 of the pages are in reverse, which, so the swords and the wands are both in reverse, so that's the passion and the kind of logic are both in reverse. So you might be more sort of in tune with the kind of lovely fluffy feelings, and then it's maybe when you feel the passion that freaks you out a bit, and when you feel the I don't know, when you even start to try thinking about it, you can't really integrate the way you're thinking about it with the other things. But actually you are able to be quite solid and practical about it in a way that I think is quite useful and interesting. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups for Leo, please. Tell me more about this Seven of Cups for Leo. A reverse 4 of Pentacles. But you're hanging on to something. What? 5 of Pentacles. You see, there's some sort of past pain and hurt that you're hanging on to here. It showed up as a 10 of Swords, and I tried to ignore it because, well, it's not very, I wasn't doing my job properly, was I, if I was trying to ignore it? But I don't think I'd made a very good job of trying to ignore it. Anyway, some sort of feeling of being abandoned in the past is holding you back here. There's something around that you're struggling to kind of, I don't even want to say let go of, because sometimes I think that's not the healthiest approach, to just let go of stuff, is it? It's more about working through it. Yeah, all Pentacles have come out against this 7 of Cups. So there is something here about just grounding yourself and not losing yourself into that dreamy energy, perhaps. But what I think would help that is looking at past pain. I don't know, I think Spirit's asking you here to look at some past pain with this reverse 10 of Swords, this 5 of Pentacles. These feel related to me. It's feeling abandoned due to an ending. You're abandoning yourself to a certain extent, though, with the King of Wands in reverse, the Emperor in reverse, the Sun in reverse. There's something here about self-abandonment as well. You've got to bring your whole self to the table if you're going to love as the Father of Cups. You have to, as it's not real. But you're holding on to parts of yourself. With this 4 of Pentacles, you're holding on to parts of yourself that you're too afraid to express, is the way I see it. Apparently I'm going back to this deck. Okay. Let's just look at this reverse Empress then. I don't know what that's all about. Looking after yourself. When it comes out in reverse, it's often a pointer to kind of look after yourself, nurture yourself. That would make sense in the context of everything else we're seeing, because... Oh. Ah, there's that 3 of Cups again. It's upright. I like it. Another 3. But it doesn't show any growth. You see, I get the distinct impression you want to move from this Page of Cups to the Father of Cups. There's something that could grow here, and it's like it has to grow, because if it doesn't grow, then it's just flat and nothing. And yet we have come back to the 3 of Cups here again, which does suggest a lack of growth. But like I say, or maybe I didn't say it at the beginning of this particular reading, this isn't hard and fast predictions. This is a look at where the flow of energy, how the flow of energy seems to be flowing. And I said it straight up when I saw that line in the first place. I didn't see much resolution or growth. And yes, so that's still showing up again to a certain extent, but also what has showed up as kind of ideas and concepts, you know, that could help you to grow it. So that's kind of the whole point. So yeah, don't think I'm sat here predicting doom and gloom and no growth, but it's just what, I don't know, what could you do to grow it, or what barriers are there to growing it? Maybe it's not the right thing to grow it. I don't know. A reverse Page of Pentacles. And I was so glowing about this Page of Pentacles in the end, wasn't I? I mean, when I first saw him, I was like, no, that's not enough. Just because we've got a lover's connection out. And the offerings of a page towards a lover's connection aren't really enough, in my opinion. That's my opinion. However, they are a start. So that's why I sort of reeled back in my critique of the Page of Pentacles, especially alongside these other pages. Cute, nice. It's okay. But then we keep seeing these kings that aren't, the energy of which isn't being fully realised. And I think to turn up correctly in this connection, you need to turn up as a king, Leo. So it's a question of how do you get yourself in that energy. And we see the Page of Pentacles I spoke so highly of is now in reversed. It feels like he's less capable of giving that offer. So we've had all the pages out and the Page of Pentacles out twice. The only page that's been consistently upright is the Page of Cups, which is that lovely fluffy love offering, initial little small offering that to me does take me back to this kind of energy of infatuation. I may very well be looking at a Leo who seeks novelty, who really, and that's a perfectly normal human need, by the way, and I'm not criticising that. But I suppose it, you know, one of the things that you might want to look at is if we grow from the page to the father or the king, how can we maintain a sense of novelty within this energy? Because I do think that's possible. So that might be something that might be of help to you, Leo. Anything else for this Empress then? Excuse me. Oh, an Ace of Swords. Interesting. Whew, okay, I think this is got something to say about you becoming you, basically. Reversing these reverse King of Wands, this reverse Emperor, like getting that energy upright. It's about you identifying your particular truth. Your particular values, actually. You identifying quite what you want. And being intentional about it is the way I'm feeling that Ace for you. Because there's something here blocking you giving to a certain situation. And we did see you somewhat embracing this upright energy to sort of counterbalance this dreaminess somewhat, but we even identified barriers to it there. And it's showing up again as being an energy that you're not fully realising. And it needs to happen to sort of move beyond this Three of Cups, or even keep in this Three of Cups, or progress this Three of Cups, I don't know, to kind of grow from the page to the king. So many pages. I really think, yeah, it's just about growing from that page to that king. It's all over your reading. And the King of Wands in reverse, by the way, is about not acting in alignment with your feelings often. So getting that energy upright, it's about acting truthfully and honestly and in line with your feelings, your values. And I feel that'll turn some of these pages upright, at least. And then if you can really embrace this Page of Pentacles energy, because it's very diligent and consistent, then alongside the energy of the other pages, I do see the growth into that King or that Emperor energy that seems to be the whole focus of your reading. As far as I've decided anyway. You can let me know what you think. So I don't know. I think it's all about identifying your particular truth, your particular wants, your particular needs, your particular desires, your particular passions, your particular values. I think that's what's key to it all. I think. Okay. Well, I wonder if that made sense to any of you. I'd be very intrigued to know. I am going to leave it there because we've been here 1 hour and 11 minutes. Not that I mind, by the way. I could probably dig for another few hours. I'm just like that. Especially when I've just got rid of a migraine. I'm basically euphoric right now. Yeah. But I shall leave it there, my loves. Let me know in the comments how and if this made sense to you, if you feel safe to do so, of course. Comments are great because other viewers can look at how other people are dealing with similar situations. So I do believe we can all help each other out in the comments, but only if you feel safe, obviously. I'll do another sort of in-depth reading for you in about 2 weeks' time. I might do something different for that one. I'm going to do something different for the next set of readings. Just set a different intention. I don't know what yet. All input appreciated. And I will do a little mini read before then, probably in about a week's time. 5-10 minute all signs reading. Do like the video if it made sense to you, if you appreciate my style. Just helps the algorithms and all that nonsense. And of course, if you haven't subscribed, please do so, because it will certainly help me pick up on your energy for next time. All right, my loves, I'll see you next time. Bye.